So, Solus has been released and is currently taking Mecharena by storm. Solus's name actually means sun in Latin, and you'll see why in a second. Now, I like to keep things quick, so this video isn't going to be too long, and I'll be expecting the other content creators to do their thing. However, I wanted to post this video to highlight just what this thing is going to struggle with. You might have already seen the mech, however, this isn't it. That's just a picture of it. This is the actual mech. Do you see that? Yeah, this thing has the same HP as Redox. And it has the same energy capacity as Redox, and it's legendary like Redox. However, it does not at all look like Redox. If anything, this looks like Brickhouse's little brother that got lost in space. And it's also not as fast as Redox, but as fast as Panther, which is pretty good speed. Now for the part everyone's been waiting for, the ability. You might have already seen it, but in case you haven't, here you go.
The power of the sun in the palm of my hand.
Crazy, I know, and there's two of them. Also, it has a 15-meter radius as its base, and it can go through walls. It can bypass enemy barriers, but not Aegis domes. But hey, a little thing about the ability. While you can usually stack the same ability like Hemlock and Orion, you can't with Solus. You can't activate it again while the victim is blind. However, something interesting happens when you get hit with the ability. You're still able to fight back since you can still move and shoot. However, you cannot turn. Right here, I blind the enemy mech, which is Ruffles. Thank you very much for helping me test this, by the way. What I'll do is I'll throw the ability at Ruffles, and he's going to try to turn 180 degrees while being affected. Just watch what happens. Yeah, on his screen he turns. Well, on his screen he can't see anything, but he does turn. However, on my screen he doesn't. This is the same test, but instead he's going to fire, and watch what happens. Yeah, it's pretty weird. He turns, but he doesn't turn. Here's a similar test. What we're gonna try to do is to have Ruffles start looking to my side. I'll blind him and he'll try to turn and hit me. Watch what happens. So this confirms, when you are blinded you can still move, but you cannot turn. Now, you might be thinking this thing is OP, how am I gonna kill one of these things? First of all, it has Redox HP and it gets completely countered by Eclipse, Redeemer, and Aegis. And as a teammate, it goes through all of those barriers except for domes. Yeah, it can't go through an ally Aegis dome. That's huge. This means you can't use domes to protect this thing, which is actually really good. Also, when a Seeker teleports to it, Solus can't shoot the ground and blind the Seeker. However, if it takes a step back, it can blind the Seeker, and the Seeker won't be able to turn. So if Solus doesn't step back, it's dead. If it steps back and blinds the Seeker is dead. That's the main overview of this video. Its weakness? Protection. Not only is its HP so little that it would get decimated by pretty much anything, it can't hide in a dome and use its ability at the same time. Sure, a Panther barrier can give it cover to blind people, but it could 100% get blinded by another Solus even if it's behind the barrier. The only real way to give it some protection is to have it be accompanied by a vortex, but even then it would only help so much. My prediction is that its best bet will have to be surrounded by ally Aegis domes and slightly step out to shoot its ability like Aegis itself would have to do in the old days with its dome. Anyway, thank you everyone who stopped by to watch this video. I wish everybody good luck with fighting these things, and make sure to have some sunglasses on standby. Take care.